Brought to you by Become an InstaGrandma, offering online tutoring for senior citizens. Click the link in the description to learn more. December is this magical time of year where people spread holiday cheer and try to get in some FaceTime before pretty much everything shuts down. With the whole holiday cheer thing, one question I am often asked is it okay to wish someone a Merry Christmas if they don't celebrate that holiday? And it depends. The best advice I can give is not to make any assumptions whatsoever, because if you make an assumption, you may have to explain why you assumed whatever you assumed. That being said, what is the context? If you are at a Christmas party that is billed as a Christmas party, everyone who showed up to that Christmas party knew what risk they were taking by showing up. They knew the risk of someone wishing them a Merry Christmas, and they showed up anyway. You also don't want to alienate someone by saying, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Granted, you're probably not going to be saying that exactly like that, but the point is you don't want to alienate anyone. Okay, so that deals with Christmas parties, but what if you're at a holiday party? Or what if you're just walking around on the street and you see someone? Or what if you are sending out cards and emails? What do you do then? Well, you have three options. Your first option is to use whatever their holiday greeting is, but you have to know what holiday they are celebrating, and you have to know when that holiday is. And if it sounds weird to you that a holiday would move around, we in the United States have like 5 holidays that move around, so, cut these people some slack. Your second option is to wish them a happy whatever holiday you celebrate, which statistically speaking is probably Christmas. Now, your friends and people who are polite are going to either say, thanks, you too, or they'll say, hey, I actually celebrate this, but I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Now, there is a risk of someone just being offended and letting you know how not okay that was. Chances are you weren't actually friends with them to begin with, but you may not want to take that risk at all. In which case, option 3 is just to say Happy Holidays or Happy New Year. It's pretty neutral, and the only people who are really going to be offended by that are people you don't really want to be around. We've talked about holiday greetings. Let's spread some holiday joy. Your first option is to throw a party, but that may not be an option for you for some reason. Maybe your space is too cramped, or maybe you just know people aren't going to come for some reason. So in which case you have several other ways of being able to acknowledge the holiday season. Gift giving is pretty ubiquitous, and I really recommend giving gifts to some of the following people. Obviously, you're going to want to give gifts to your closest friends and your family. You should also want to give gifts to people on your team. So that includes your agent, your manager, your coaches, your PR people, if you have them, even people at your day job, because they are helping you live that other dream. You should also consider giving gifts to the postal worker or the maintenance people of your building, because those people are really underappreciated and they really help your year. People you're acquainted with get emails or holiday cards. People like the casting director who you auditioned once or twice for, or your actor friends who you have a lot of pleasant conversations with. Now let's talk about the gifts you can actually give people, because there are pros and cons to every type. Close friends and family can have homemade food. Ideas may include desserts, but I personally prefer putting together some sort of dinner that I can wrap in foil, because everyone appreciates not cooking and everyone is going to have way too much sugar right now, so it's nice having something that isn't sugar. Maybe you are close enough with your team that they can also have the homemade treats, but if you want to play it safe, go with prepackaged food. Bottles of wine, coffee, cookies, gift certificates to restaurants are all appreciated, and worst case scenario, if your agent is never going to eat at that restaurant, or your manager is not going to drink that particular brand of wine for some reason, well, you just gave that person the gift of a gift to give away. If you are able to afford physical gifts of stuff, then I'm sure some people would appreciate it, but you have to know what these people are interested in. If you don't know, it can just be unnecessary clutter, and some people just have a really bad relationship with clutter. Typically speaking, people value experiences more than they value physical items. So if you can afford an experience gift, that would be incredible. These could be tickets to concerts or festivals or day trips to places. Basically, you are either doing something and you have an extra ticket you are giving to this person so they can join you, or you're giving that person however many tickets so they can take their own friends. As an added bonus, experiential gifts only really take up space in your heart. You can donate to a cause in this person's name. If they happen to have a list of organizations they love, great, your work's pretty much done. You just have to give those people money. Otherwise, it's not that hard to figure out what causes they care about or would care about. And you just have to do the research to make sure that whatever organization you're donating to actually uses the money how you want it to be used. You don't want to donate to someone and then find out that 90% of the money goes toward administrative fees, and then the last 10% still somehow doesn't make it to orphans or trees or whatever. Finally, if you have the time and the skill and it makes sense for you to do this, gifts of service can be appreciated. One idea could be providing music for a party this person is throwing. Another idea could be babysitting for a day or two so that this person can have a night off. You could also clean their house or fix something that's broken or teach them a skill. There are all sorts of gifts of service you can provide. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons, follow me on social media. If you've got a question, leave a comment, and I will see you all next time.